When I saw, oh my God, speaking of the commercials, and I know you guys are all going to be like, oh my God, the commercials are the best part. I agree 100%. When I saw Puppy Monkey Baby again, I lost my shit. I saw Puppy Monkey Baby and I was just like, oh, Puppy Monkey Baby. I was like, this is my favorite commercial. It was so good. And then they had the Mr. Clean, the Green Giant, and they were all like a grocery thing for Instacart. It was so good. Welcome in, guys, to another episode of Guan of Us. Guan of Us. Guan of Us.
Oh, you making a sound?
Yeah, I mean, we have a song.
Yeah. Song.
I forgot how it goes. Guan of Us. Guan of Us. Yeah, that one. Welcome in, guys. We have another fun one for you. We're going to be discussing some things that have happened recently. And it's a good thing, I guess, for some people. And for other people, it's one of those things where it's just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
Que putas, dude.
Yeah, right. So we're going to start it off with the Super Bowl. All right?
Super Bowl.
So I don't know how you say that in Spanish.
Super Tazón.
Super Tazón. We're going to start with the Super Tazón. I forgot that Tazón is how you said bowl in Spanish, bro. That's crazy. So obviously, for those of you guys who watched it, you guys saw the absolute crap show that went on because we were expecting a game that was going to be, head to head, real close. They were going to, really make it an exciting game. And then the Eagles ran away with that bitch.
They raped the Chiefs.
Dude, I couldn't believe the scores. Like, first of all, I was seeing all these Patrick Mahomes memes, okay?
Mahomes
memes, where they were saying that he had pulled the groin because he had gone out the night before with all the refs, right? Because supposedly, Mahomes is in it with the refs and, this, that, and the third. And then when the first flag went down and it was against the Philly, everybody was just like, you see, he's got it in with the refs. He's got it in with the refs. What happened? What was that? If he had an in with the refs forgot. Because that game was just all Philly the whole time, bro. I could not believe it. And honestly, what's crazy to me is that everybody was saying that Saquon Barkley was going to do such an incredible performance during the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs held him down. He had no yards. Now, I am by no means a football expert, guys. Believe me, I just know Saquon Barkley's on the Eagles, and I just know Mahomes is on the Chiefs. If you ask me for more players on the teams or different positions and stuff like that, yo no sé. Okay,
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is on the Chiefs. I know that much.
You saw her face?
No.
Oh my God, she was furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, understandably, that was her man's.
Her man's playing.
Her man's was on the field.
One of the captains.
Yeah, and he didn't make it. You know what I mean?
It was crazy, I think. So, I mean,
yeah.
I was expecting a lot more. At least an even game. That shit was not even close to be even.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I thought that, they always say that Mahomes wakes up in the second quarter or second half. So yes. I was like, all right, first half they were down, I think 24-0 or 27-0. I don't remember.
But there's this whole season, Eagles has the strongest defense. I think even last year too, they had one of the strongest defense line. Mm-hmm. So I got to give that to the Eagles. Mm-hmm. They had the strongest defense.
Yeah. And honestly, they really did a good job of keeping Mahomes at bay.
Yeah.
They sacked him, 5 times that game? 5 or 6 times that game?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, what is Mahomes doing? Not what is he doing? What can he do? Because the Philadelphia Eagles were just all over him.
Yep.
And then, obviously, with the running game, the Philadelphia Eagles had Saquon Barkley getting shut down. So Jalen Hurts was being a running back. He was doing all the running for the team. I was like, dude, if anybody would have told me that Jalen Hurts would have had more yards than Saquon Barkley in the Super Bowl, I would have been like, you're smoking. There's no way. But I think he ended up with more yards. Jalen Hurts was doing everything. He was carrying the squad. I mean, obviously he's the QB, but he was really putting in work. So I was very impressed with Jalen Hurts' performance, and very disappointed with the Chiefs' performance.
Way disappointed.
It just wasn't the game that we were expecting, and
I was expecting something better.
Right,
The commercials were better,
bro. When I saw, oh my god, speaking of the commercials, and I know you guys are all gonna be like, oh my god, the commercials are the best part. I agree, 100%. When I saw Puppy Monkey Baby again, I lost my shit. I saw Puppy Monkey Baby, and I was just like, Puppy Monkey Baby. I was like, this is my favorite commercial. It was so good. And then they had the Mr. Clean, the Green Giant, and they were all like a grocery thing for Instacart. It was so good. So good, bro. And then they had, what was it? The Bud Light commercial with the tailgate. Not tailgate. I forgot what it was. But it's like a giant cooler. And then the guy had his lawnmower as a smoker. He was like, yeah, my lawnmower smokes my meat. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was so dirty. I was like, yo, there's kids watching this.
Dude, I love it though. It was so good. Like they had so many good commercials.
They were.
And honestly, the halftime show too was very impressive to me. Oh.
I mean, I seen better. But
okay,
the message was sent. There was a message. So I gotta give it. I mean, like 1 out of 10, I give it an 8.
Yeah,
I give him an 8.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like theatrically, it isn't like anything like shooting lasers, this, that, or anything, and then no like a bunch of performers coming out. So obviously, it could have been like a stellar. So I agree with you. It's not like a 10. His performance though, all the meanings inside of it, those were crazy dope.
It was delivered. Okay, so
yep. And now so I'm gonna point one thing out, guys, and then I don't know if this is the case, but I think it is. And if it isn't the case, then it should be the case. And if it is the case and you saw it too, let me know in the comments, because when I saw this, I said, yo, this is a very clever way of putting this. When they created the American flag on the stairs, right? Everybody knew it was the American flag. It was very obvious. You had the ones in the blue, the red, and the white, right? But then when Kendrick stood in the middle of it, it was showing that America was divided.
Yeah.
And obviously right now, America is in a very divided state with everything going on politically and so on. And like just those little things that he did in this performance was just like, dude, like, the thought process that this guy has.
And having Samuel Jackson being Uncle Sam.
Yep.
So that's another thing, like, what else can you ask to deliver the message?
Right.
So he actually did deliver the damn message.
Right.
Bro.
And you got to think about this, guys. Look, when Samuel L. Jackson does a movie, this man rakes in multi-million dollars on a movie. So for him to be at that performance, performing as Uncle Sam, you can only imagine the amount of money it took to get him to do that. And Kendrick paid him to be there. And so it was an impact. It made a difference because it was helping transition between the different scenarios and the different viewpoints of the performance. Another thing that I saw, because I watched a TikTok about somebody trying to break down the performance. There was a part where he was in the middle of like a group of people, and then everybody around him, like directly around him, was wearing white, and they were all standing up. Everybody else was on the ground. And so then somebody said that was a metaphor for your inner circle should be strong so that nothing else will fall. And then everybody else is on the ground because everybody else fell off, but your inner circle is still there standing strong with you. So I was just like, damn, dude. Like, if this is real, if this is really what he was thinking about, I'm just like, God damn, this dude's a fucking genius. And I know he's good because his lyrics on his songs, phenomenal. Kendrick is an absolute lyricist. If I had to put, like, 3 people that I would want to see on a song together, because I feel like they would absolutely destroy it, it would be Kendrick, Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, Eminem, you have to put him.
You have to put Eminem in there. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there that's like, oh no, Eminem is so old, he fell off. No, Eminem is old. Yes, that's not a lie. He is old, but he still has that talent. He is still a generational talent. He made hip hop his own, and he has a flow that was his own. So You can't have the discussion about one of the greatest lyricists of all time and not include Eminem in the conversation. I'm sorry. You can't. You just can't. All right. So I refuse to believe otherwise. But anyways, back to Kendrick. So obviously everything that was happening with the performance had so many subliminal messages that you guys have to go watch it and slow it down and then watch everything that happened, everything that was going on. All right. Because everything had a meaning. Now, I don't think Kendrick himself addressed it or said anything about the meanings themselves, but I'm waiting to see if he does, because if he does, game changer. He'll be able to open the door so that you can see exactly what each movement, each change, each camera angle meant. But the other thing that somebody pointed out that I didn't realize was that the stage and everything, the setup, was a game.
Yeah.
There was a square, an X, a circle, and a triangle. Yep.
And at the top, the stadium said game over.
Uh-huh.
At the really end.
Yep, at the end. I was like, wait. And I saw it.
Because at the moment, United States is playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to say that.
Mm-hmm. We are playing a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Especially with the trade wars that's going on.
Because, I don't know. I haven't watched this show. It's Squid Games. It started with the Squid Games. They were wearing all red. I'm like, huh? Mm-hmm. But then it has a meaning behind it. So
yeah, Squid Games is a good show. I haven't seen the whole show yet, but I have seen the first 2 episodes of the first season.
The first season?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch any. My Curly did.
Yeah,
my wife, she watched the whole first season.
Yeah,
she hasn't watched the second season yet.
She wants to wait for you to watch the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to give it a chance. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a try. So
that's a good wife, because she could have just binged the whole thing
know.
by now. You're a bad husband because you're waiting. You're not watching it. Curly, if you're watching this, I fully listen. I support you watching season 2 without him. Okay, just do it. Don't worry about him.
Bitch, whose size are you? Thought you were my friend.
No, but honestly, like the different camera angles, the different things in the halftime show was just. It was just so good. And like I said, I'm hoping that Kendrick does take the time to explain all the different scenarios and transitions that he had in his performance, so that we can understand his thought, his creativity, because I know that he did everything for a purpose. That's just how he is. But I want to know what it was, like what his concepts were and what the accomplishment was for that entire performance. So,
do you like the creep walk from
Serena Williams? Yeah,
she was nice.
I was like, yo, she out there killing it. And you know what's crazy? I was watching with my father-in-law here, and he goes, yo, that looks like Serena Williams. And then my wife was like, it's because it is Serena Williams.
Yeah, the moment I saw it, I was like, wait, that's Serena. It is her. Is she doing a creep walk?
Right. Crazy, dude. And honestly, like when SZA came out, that was another thing that my brother-in-law, he's a big fan of SZA. My brother-in-law is
she did good.
Yeah, she did good. She has a great voice, dude.
Yeah, she did good.
Like I was like, damn. Like I knew SZA could sing, but like the singing live was really good, bro. I was like, damn, okay, SZA, I sees you. So I mean, just everything about the performance was just really good to me. I feel like obviously in terms of like what could have been, there could have been some improvements in a bunch of things, right? And then obviously, like I said, guest stars, if there was a couple more guest stars, that would have been good too. But the dagger in the coffin, when he sang the song, They Not Like Us, everybody in the room, we were like, oh, he really did that. Because, nobody was expecting him to sing the song, because obviously,
I was expecting him to sing.
Yeah, because he got a couple Grammys off of it, so it's a great song.
Couple.
But then the issue is, it was a diss track.
Yeah.
So it's like you're singing a diss track on a national stage that millions of Americans are watching. So Drake was sitting at home like, this motherfucker.
And the lawyers were like,
lawyers had the pen ready. They were sitting there waiting for it. Like, is it coming? Is it?
Oh, here it is.
No, not yet. No. Oh, yeah. But yeah, dude, I honestly, like, when I was like, oh my God. And then when he went into that one part, everybody sings, and then you hear the whole stadium, A minor.
Oh wow! The
I was
whole
like,
stadium went. It went crazy.
right, dude, I couldn't believe it. Like the fact that the whole stadium jumped in on that part, I was just like, damn. If that isn't a dagger, if that isn't like just Drake, but it's a good song.
It was a good.
It's
song.
a good song.
Yeah.
So I can't blame him for performing it. It was mandatory. It just one of his songs that he had. But then obviously the second half of the game came, and the Chiefs finally did something. But
I mean, the Chief woke up like at the end of the game.
right.
I'm like, yo, really? You guys got to wake up now?
Right.
Do it at the beginning of second, the beginning of the second half.
Right. That's what I was
Not
expecting.
at the really end of it.
Right.
Like why?
Right.
Why even try when you guys getting killed already?
Right. I was like, okay, so we're just going to not play a game today is what's happening right now. We're just going to act like we're going to play a game, and then we're just going to let the Philadelphia Eagles completely trample us is what's happening. Okay, no big deal. But I'm not a Chiefs fan. Chiefs fan by any means. I may end it there. I'm not a Chiefs fan by any means, just so you guys understand. I am how do I put it? I am a event enthusiast. So I will enjoy.
You were there just for the food. Stop that. Stop lying. Stop the lie.
I mean,
he was there.
That's always
for
a big
the food.
plus. That's always a big plus. But no, actually, I like the events. So I like the Super Bowl. I like the World Series. I like the NBA Finals. I like the what is it? The Clásico when it's Barcelona Real. I like watching those.
I don't like the last two clásicos.
Oh, I wonder why. But I enjoy like the sporting events. I don't like a specific team, and I don't like to watch like multiple games at a time. Except NBA, sometimes I will tune into a couple games, and that really depends like who's playing. Like if I see that the Lakers are playing, I'll watch a little bit because I like LeBron. LeBron's a great athlete, and I enjoy watching him play.
LeBron.
And now that he got Luka Doncic, bro, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm looking forward to this season with LeBron and Luka on the same team. We got a little taste of it, and it was, A1. But for the most part, I'll only watch like the major events. So like the conference finals when you have, AFC, NFC, and then you have the Super Bowls, the NBA Finals, and all that. That stuff I'll watch. But like regular season stuff, I don't really watch it. I know you probably watch soccer more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, Sunday. Thank you, wife.
Thank you, wife. I just don't watch sports that.
I mean,
often.
no, I watch a lot of soccer, even on a weekday.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids will be. That's why I bought TVs for them, and so I could watch TV in the living room,
mm-hmm.
to watch my damn games.
Mm-hmm. And then they can watch their stuff on their TV.
Because I know there's games between like in the week, so
mm-hmm.
watch them.
Yeah.
If it doesn't matter who's playing,
mm-hmm.
I still watch it.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. I can't watch a sport just to watch a sport. Like I have to be watching it with intent of for a reason. Like if I want to speak about a championship, then I'm going to watch it so that I can talk about, the game that happened. But if it's just like a team that's playing another team, I don't really watch it.
Like last summer, bro, every day, every night, it was a Copa America,
mm-hmm.
right? Every night there was two games going on. So I'll be watching it since 6 o'clock all the way to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Curly was like, yo, aren't you tired? I'm like, no, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I had my coffee and I have another one right there. But
back to the Super Bowl. There's another fun fact.
Uh-huh.
You know how much the commercials cost?
Like to air a commercial?
Yeah.
No, how much?
This year, it was $8 million per commercial.
What?
Yes.
And how long was it? It was like 30
seconds.
30 seconds.
$30
$8 million for
Yes.
30 seconds.
And back, like, when it started in 67 or 57, I think it was, or 67, when the first Super Bowl, it cost $27,000.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is fucking crazy. Like, Now, obviously, the large corporations can afford to do that. They have a
course,
budget.
of course,
they have
you
a
know.
budget for that kind of advertising stuff.
Yes.
But it's still like, Jesus Christ, dude.
8 millions.
You know what I could do with $8 million?
Lots of times.
Give it to me. I'll take it. I'll advertise for you. Hell, I'll get you tattooed on my chest.
7 to 8 millions.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. I listen, I respect it. I get it because it's something that a lot of people are watching. But at the same time, like $8 million?
Yeah, man.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the whole process, you know, like making it, air it. That's all it
right.
takes.
And then spending the $8 million so that it's on the fucking
Paying
Super
the
Bowl.
stuff.
Yeah, dude, because it's gonna cost money to, and then depending on how elaborate the videos are, because what was it? Jeep had the Harrison Ford commercial. So now you have the actor Harrison Ford that you have to pay for that commercial. Then you have all of the cinematography that you have to have for that video, because they did a lot of like shooting of the video outdoors with a bunch of vehicles and so on and so forth. So all that costs money. And then on top of all that, you got to go and say, hey, NFL, here's $8 million, air my shit. That's fucking crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Oh my God, dude, that's got to be at least like $9 to $10 million for a commercial for 30 seconds on one day. Oh my God, dude.
So yeah, man. It's a lot of money.
Listen, I will say this. They do have a return on investment when it comes to the Super Bowl commercials. If you do it right, you do have a incredible return on investment on customers. So it is something where you're taking a risk, because if you're, spending that $8 million and then you get $1 million in return for sales that have profited off of it, it's a loss. It's a big loss. But
Of course, because you already spent all that for
Right.
nothing.
right. But then some
'Cause
people will.
One, it's really nothing for them comparing to what they spent.
Right.
Yo.
But if they spend the $8 million and then it turns around that it picks up their business and then they end up making $10 million in sales, then it's like, okay, it
That's
was worth it.
It's a winning.
It's a win. We'll take a win.
Yeah.
But it's not always the case. But I will say this. Instacart definitely got a new subscriber because of the puppy monkey baby. Okay. I will say, because that puppy monkey baby moment changed my life.
You got so hyped.
I got so hyped, bro. You have no idea. I was like, puppy monkey baby. You don't understand. Like I felt like a kid again. And I don't know why. Like this commercial was so stupid. You remember the puppy monkey baby commercial?
Yeah.
Bro, it was the stupidest commercial ever. It was a puppy face, a baby body, and then a monkey bottom with a monkey tail. And then he had a rattle. And all he kept doing was going, puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. And I found it to be the greatest fucking commercial to ever have been created in the history of commercials, besides the other one. It was the animal one. Oh my God, I can't remember the jingle now, but there's a jingle that was for feline Advantix, I want to say, or canine Advantix. Hello mother, hello father, these ticks mosquitoes really bother, and then so on and so forth. I can't remember the rest of it. But that was another one that I thought was a great fucking commercial. It was so good. It was so funny. So when I saw Puppy Monkey Baby, it was like one of those moments like, yes, they think the same way I do. And then you had all the other characters, the Jolly Green Giant. You had the fucking, what's his name? Mr. Clean in there too. And it was just such a good time. And I just enjoyed that commercial so much. So I was just like, Instacart. Fuck yeah. Subscribe. I'm ordering my groceries right now. But that's the effectiveness of commercials. And that's like why that slot is so important. Like you could be going bankrupt in a business, and then you're just like, you know what, I'm going to invest this money on this. This commercial is going to be it. This is going to make or break us. And then it could turn around and absolutely save a company. So in Instacart's side, I don't think they were on the verge of bankruptcy or anything like that, but that commercial was fucking solid. 100% Instacart, kudos to you. Great commercial. I loved it. And then obviously everybody else who watched the Super Bowl, you guys saw all the other commercials. So if you guys saw a commercial that you liked, throw it in the comments. Let me know which one was your favorite commercial of the game, because I want to see what you guys reminisced about or correlated with or just enjoyed. Because, obviously there's a lot of commercials on there. I just remembered one. The fucking, the one with Dominic Toretto and Letty.
Oh, Not Too Fast, Not Too Furious. Yo, I was like, yo, what?
It's like, sometimes we just want to go slow.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
What? I don't want to go slow.
And then you see Ludacris in the other car, like,
Yeah.
Dom, what happened to Fast and Furious? I was like, oh my God.
Not
that
so
is
fast,
great.
not so furious.
I
no
was
more.
like, oh, this is perfect. This is great. I love it.
That was one of the best that I saw. I was like, oh
Uh-huh.
my God.
Yep.
So that means Fast and Furious movie coming out.
Right, probably.
Yeah.
We're hoping that they've kind of cycled down because they've had way too many movies. Don't get me wrong. I watched Fast and the Furious 1 to like Fast and the Furious 4. But after that, I was like, dude, this is just getting ridiculous.
It's
Like,
a contract.
yeah, it's a contract?
It's a contract. The owner who wrote all these movies, his contract was to make 10 movies.
What? That's crazy.
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, well, I am into cars. So that's one of my favorite movies. So that's why they made 10.
That's crazy. But see, my thing is, you can only go so far, and then it becomes less about the cars.
But I mean, it just became really too much. I mean, you're going to space now?
Right. Right. Like, what does space have to do with driving a car? Please explain. Please. I need to understand. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they've taken so many concepts and then they've been like, all right, let's make it this. Let's make it this. Make it this.
They made it way too strange now. I mean, it's not about cars no more.
Right.
It's not about even like building a car.
No, it's about the characters.
It's about catching the bad guy, and getting all the money or
Right.
getting all the, like a chip or
Yeah.
something. So I'm like, it just became like James Bond movie.
Right. Exactly. It became like a spy movie, dude.
spy
Like
movie, for real.
And don't get me wrong. Some of them are really good to watch. They're a good watch.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. But it's not about the cars anymore. Like, if you guys were trying to make this about the cars, you fell off. You did. It's nothing about the cars anymore. Excuse me. It's about Dominic Toretto and his family, and then what they're doing with themselves. Which obviously, you've grown to love the characters. I understand that. You've bonded with the characters. But
Yeah.
we need the cars. I want to see him work on a car and tune it and then make that car something that is either getting raced, it's getting stolen, or it's getting reacquired, whatever it is. Something about the cars. That's what I need. All right? So Mr. Fast and Furious creator out there, if there's any movies left, which I don't.
No,
Did they
there's
make-
another one. Last one.
Okay, I was gonna say, did he make 10 already? Because I know I've seen.
No, there's 10 already.
Yeah.
But there's like second half to it.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
All right. Well, I stopped at 4, so I don't even know what 5 through 9 are. So, anyways, make this last one about cars, please. Like, not Disney cars, okay? I don't want to see Lightning McQueen popping up on the fucking thing like a fucking cameo. Ka-chow.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him popping up on there like a cameo, okay? But I just wanted it to be about the cars. Please, just take it back to the roots, the OG. And make it about the cars. You know that's another thing that it reminds me of. Did you ever play Need for Speed?
Yes.
Back in the day?
Of course. Underground.
So, yes, Need for Speed Underground was the best Need for Speed.
PlayStation 2.
Right? Yes. So the reason why is because you could actually acquire a vehicle and then tune it,
Tune it.
Change
oh
the
my
paint.
God, yes.
lower the ride. You can do everything that you wanted to it, but now with this open world nonsense, it's like nobody wants to do that. They just want to get the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
They just want to get the fastest supercar and then just drive that. It takes the fun away.
Yep.
Like Need for Speed was about building a car. It was about making this car your own and then throwing it on a track and racing it. Whether it was on the drift track, whether it was on the circuits, whatever it was, or the speed trials. It was fun, and I really, really want that kind of a game.
Or
back.
running away from the cops.
Yeah, or running away from the cops.
Yo, it was fun.
Yeah, but now it's like it's just an open world where you're driving a car around and then eventually running into people online, or you're going to a different spot to race. And it's an open concept. I don't want an open concept. Listen to me very carefully. Need for Speed. Who makes Need for Speed? EA? I can't remember the publisher.
I forgot.
But anyways, Need for Speed. Listen to me very carefully, okay? Give me a closed track again. Okay? I want the races where the roads are blocked off, except for the ones that you can take as a shortcut, okay? Like Mario Kart. Give me that shit back. All right? I want to take a Nissan Skyline, okay? And I want to be able to change the fucking color, the decals, the rims, the engine, the boost, everything. I want to be able to change everything about the car.
Back to the OGs.
Yes, like the OG games, but I want a closed track system. I don't want this open world nonsense. If you want to make it part of the story, fine. Cool, whatever. But the actual gameplay, stop it. Stop with the open world nonsense. Close it and make it just about racing. Please. Okay, I'm done. I'm done ranting. I'm sorry. It gets me so, because it was one of those games that I loved so much, bro.
Yeah, it was.
That one, and NBA Street was another great one that I used to love, and they don't even make it anymore. Now you have to have NBA 2K to be able to play, and then I think they have NBA Playgrounds, which I don't think is like the same thing, but NBA Street was another really good game that I feel like they should bring back. They had an NBA, FIFA, and NFL Street. FIFA Street was dope too.
Oh yeah, that was good.
FIFA Street was so much fun.
I liked that one, Most Wanted, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Underground.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked, of course, Resident Evil. I don't know if you played that.
Yeah.
I liked them.
I like Resident Evil, but I feel like it's a slow-paced game, so not everybody likes it because it's slower.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I did like what's the other one I liked?
Black Ops Zombies.
No. I don't like that.
Really?
I mean, yes, I do like it, but I did. I never played that much.
Okay.
I don't even play no more.
Yeah, I used to get stoned and play zombies for fucking hours. Me, Ramon, and Ryan, bro, we would just fucking, we would smoke, go to the gas station at the corner, grab some Arizonas and honey buns, go back to the house, and we would just fucking eat, drink, and play zombies for fucking hours, dude. Greatest time of my life. Well, besides being a dad and being married and all that stuff. That's the greatest time of my life.
Young life.
I love you, honey. Yes.
The young life.
Good. Yes,
Okay.
the young life. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Best time of my young life.
Yes. Before becoming a real adult.
Right. Before responsibilities happened. But when it comes to like everything that that's changed in gaming, everything is open world, and I feel like not everything should be open world. Everything should be what it's been good at, and Need for Speed is one of those games. Just saying. That's just my thing. But before we get out of the topic of Super Bowl, do you have anything else you want
From the Super Bowl?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know how much a ring cost?
A Super Bowl ring?
Yeah.
No. How much is this?
I would expect more, but it's $37 to $50,000
For a ring.
for a ring. And imagine
there's like
and it's 27.
I was gonna say there's like 40 people because you got the
Yes.
players plus the
the coaches.
the coaches and the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ownership. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So
That's crazy.
That's good money.
Yeah, it is. Now, another thing that I never understood, and this is on all sports, is when you win a championship like that, what do you get? Like, what does the team get? I'm assuming they get some monetary
No,
prize.
they do get money.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm assuming they get a monetary prize besides
Yeah.
like the ring and the trophy and all that. So like, what is it? Like, is it a specific amount for the Super Bowl, or does it depend on the?
I don't know how much they get, but I know like when they do the World Cup, all they do get like good money, like millions.
Yeah,
If you win
right.
big, but if you make it to the 8 or whatever, they still get some money in it, even though you don't get to win the championship.
Yeah.
But they do get money, Chief. They got their money because they got into the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And they also won the conference final.
Yes, even Bills, because they made it to the playoff, they get money too as well. So it's like they get money to get to the good games. So not a big amount of money,
Right.
but they do get some
Yeah.
for the club.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, I know that they would eventually, make something, but I just don't know like how much money. I'm assuming it depends on how much revenue the games that people have watched made, like if they get a percentage of that, or if it's just like, hey, every time you win the Super Bowl, you win this, plus every year we add another $1 million.
What do you think of that arena though?
Which one?
The arena that was hosting the Super Bowl this year.
The New Orleans. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yo, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
it was a beautiful arena.
Oh my God. I don't know why. FIFA. I don't know why you guys are making the final in New York. I mean, I understand it's the capital of the world, but we have no real good stadium. The MetLife is not a real good stadium. It's not that big. It's not that beautiful. It doesn't even have a fucking ceiling. Okay? It's going to be fucking hot in the middle of the summer.
Oh, God.
Okay? It's hot. This
Right.
stadium has AC, I guess. They do have AC.
Yeah. They have to.
They
It's in
have
New
AC
Orleans.
and also they have heat as well. So please, FIFA, what the hell?
Help us out, man. You got to do something here for us.
Or either give the money to New York to build something good for MetLife.
Something. But yeah, that's obviously the when it came to like that one time when we were talking about what happened in New Orleans back in the day. That was one of the things that the governor had addressed. He was like, yeah, we want to make sure that security is really good so that something like what had happened doesn't happen anytime, especially with the Super Bowl coming into town.
Yeah.
And luckily, no incidents that I have heard from New Orleans during the Super Bowl.
Do you see what happened in Philly, though?
Oh, Jesus.
They destroyed the city again.
Okay, but they were celebrating.
I get it. People from Philly, please celebrate another way. I
Stop
get it.
destroying
Stop
shit.
destroying the city, dude.
You guys are going to fucking end up with nothing. All right? Just stop.
You guys just achieved
All right.
something good, and you guys destroyed the city. What the hell? I was like, what the f- are they doing? They're destroying the whole city, dude.
Yeah, and honestly, like I get celebrating and I get, protesting and things like that. Believe me, I 100% understand why you guys are doing this, but don't take it to the point where you're destroying shit, okay? Just enjoy yourself, enjoy your moment, enjoy your victory. You know what I mean? Because this is huge. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl again. Like that hasn't happened for what was it, 4 or 5 years, I want to say?
Yeah.
Something like that. So yes, absolutely. Take your W, have fun, grab some drinks, go out, but
Don't destroy the city.
don't
dude.
destroy your city, dude.
That's where you live.
Right.
You pay taxes for that
Oh, God.
to make the
Right.
city look good, and then you destroy with the own money that you pay.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. It's sad. It's one of those.
At that point, you saw they were riding horses. I was like, where the fuck the horse came from? Like, seriously, it's a city. Philly is a city.
Oh, God.
Where the fuck the horse?
They broke him out the zoo.
I don't know, dude.
But honestly, though, guys, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, congratulations. You guys did a phenomenal game. I gotta say this
Yep.
because you guys make the Chief and Mahomes look bad.
They really did, dude. It made it look like it was so one-sided.
Yeah.
And so congratulations to everybody in Philly, too, who celebrated. Obviously, for those who celebrated a little too much, shame on you. But I understand.
I mean, I get it. You guys are a little too happy.
Right, exactly. But switching gears real quick, there's one other thing that we wanted to discuss.
People in the chat, if it gets cut off, it's an hour to end it. That's why.
Yeah. So if
but
the
we're still
Instagram
going
gets cut off, it's because it just Instagram has an hour limit.
Yeah. So back to
Yes. Our next topic.
Our next topic.
Which is El Día de San Valentín.
San Valentín, el día del amor,
Valentine's
la amistad.
Day. El Día del Amor y la Amistad.
Yes.
So, obviously, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, guys.
Yeah.
By the time you guys are watching this episode, though, it's probably already a month, maybe a month and a half
Yeah.
after Valentine's Day. But one of the things that my wife brought to my attention today, and I want to ask the court of public opinion on this because I don't agree with this, but she feels that she deserves it. And I'm not saying she doesn't, but I just don't think it's necessary.
Now let me hear this.
As a married couple, okay? Married couple, not just boyfriend, girlfriend, married couple. Do you feel like it's necessary to ask your wife to be your Valentine?
I think so.
You do.
Yeah.
I don't. Because in my opinion, right, when you marry somebody, you're saying that you're devoted to this person for the rest of your life. So how could you possibly have anybody else as your Valentine?
You can have your kids.
I can share. I can share with my kids. I'm not going to share a Valentine with a random person.
Hello, what about me?
You stop it, puppy.
Okay.
But I just don't think that it's necessary. Like, I feel like, okay, it's Valentine's Day and I'm married. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and get flowers and chocolate and I'm going to give it to my wife for Valentine's Day.
I mean, if you're going to get flowers on that day, good luck to you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because flower prices went up the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest you get your flowers before Friday.
So my thing is I'll usually order it before and then I'll have it delivered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
better.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going to go to the store, oh, let me go get my wife some flowers, you know, and you go and be like, what the yesterday they were like $12. Today they're $50. Guess what? You have to pay for that now.
Right?
It's just like Mother's Day.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
Right.
Dude, prices, they like...
Yep.
They
As soon as
flip
as soon as this coming, they're just like, all right, time to turn it on.
Yes. As soon as 12 hits, like midnight, they're like, hold on.
Dale.
Hold on.
Dale.
Ahora.
But that's the thing is supply and demand.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. They're just going to increase because now
And
they
then-
know that they're going to have 70 people that are going to be coming here looking for flowers. And guess what?
And when you go at the date of, Valentine's Day, most of the flowers are fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know why? Because people like wake up so early now, like just to go get the flowers. So they get the good flowers. And then, yeah.
Then you're stuck with what's left.
But
you know,
todas quebradas. Ya, tú se la vas a dar a tu esposa y va a decir, ¿qué? ¿Tú me amas tanto que me das una rosa marchitada? ¿Qué clase de amor tienes para mí? Y te va a mandar a la mierda.
I can count on 2 hands how many times you've gotten me flowers. And I was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got you flowers at least 20 times. She goes, ha!
Yo. Oh my God. I got to say this. I don't know. Women, girls, please. We give you guys flowers on Valentine's Day, your birthday, el Día Internacional de la Mujer, Día de la Madre if you're, having kids with us. So that's already 4 times
In a year.
in a year. If not, if tal vez ser romántico, 5, vas por ahí, ves una flor, ok, se la compra, 6, 7. ¿Cuántas veces nos dan flor ustedes a nosotros? Puta, que sea un perfume.
No, facts. Honestly, bro, I don't think I can say with all honesty that I've ever gotten flowers.
My wife has never got me flowers.
I don't think I've ever gotten
I
flowers.
mean, now that I'm asking, okay, now that I'm asking.
Right. Not that we are saying you should give us flowers, but it's the thought.
It's the thought. I mean, you guys can like do a little thing for us.
A bouquet of beer for my guy.
Yo, please. Since you guys are demanding the flowers, I'm demanding my beer. You guys talking about equality, equal rights.
Oh my God. So okay, I'm not a beer drinker, so I wouldn't say give me a dozen beers in a little bouquet arrangement. But if
Give me a little 12-pack.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you want to get me anything, right? I will 100% always accept snacks. I am a snacker. So if you want to get me cookies, chips, something like that, I'm 100% down with drinking, eating, anything. So snacks would be my flowers. So just get me snacks randomly. That's all I ask. All right. This is out to my wife. Smelly, get me snacks. Okay. That's all I ask.
Curly, give me beer.
Oh my God. Now, another thing that obviously on Valentine's Day is another the expectation is chocolates.
Chocolates.
Right?
Yep.
People always say that you have the flowers and the chocolates. So why chocolates? Why are chocolates a part of Valentine's Day?
Sensual.
Okay.
It's a little sexual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of sensuality with the chocolates. I get it. But for me, like if I'm going to get chocolates, I'm just going to grab chocolates, right? But people are like, oh no, there's this like heart-shaped
Ferrero.
one, this the Ferrero Rocher, yeah, all these different things that are just like, oh, these are the better chocolates, these are the superior chocolates.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I just get
but
her Hershey
does
Kiss.
that mean I love her any less? It's like if I get that Hershey bar right there, does that mean I love her less because I didn't get the heart-shaped Ferrero Rocher? I don't understand.
When I met Curly, when we met, There was one time that I surprised her. I went to her job, got this giant Hershey Kiss with one rose. One rose. I went to her job, and I texted her, I'm outside. She's like, outside where? Outside your job. Like, what are you doing? Like, I got something for you. So she came out. I got her this big box of Hershey Kiss, like the big ones, you ever seen them? And a rose. And she's like, oh my God, that's so sweet. I'm like, yeah, it's sweet. It's chocolate.
And he never did that shit for me. I just want you guys to know that, all right? He never did that shit for me.
Whoa. Hello. I did a lot more shit for you.
You're right. You have done a lot of stuff for me. But so again, I don't feel like, so I'll put it to you guys this way. If you guys have somebody that you care enough about and has agreed to be your Valentine, don't feel like you're obligated to get the highest priced items, the highest amount of anything, the largest bouquet of flowers. If you can afford it and you want to do that, then go ahead, do it. Spend your money how you want. But don't feel like it's what you're giving them on that day that matters the most. It can be just your time. If you can just spend that time with them, let them feel how much you care about them. It doesn't matter if you have a rose in your hand or not. It doesn't matter if you have a box of chocolates in your hand or not. It's about showing them that you care enough to make that day about them. All right? So just keep that in mind as you guys are going about your day for your Valentines. It's always nice to have something to give, but it's a lot better to give your time and your energy. So just something to consider. Now, obviously, depends on who you ask, because there are some women out there, oh, hell no, he don't get me no Coco Chanel. He can go the fuck home. Obviously, if that's the kind of woman that you're asking to be your Valentine's, you prepare for that,
Where's
right?
my Louis Vuitton bag?
Right. Like,
Louis Vuitton, bitch.
Right. Dude,
Get
I remember
the fuck out with your bag.
I saw a fucking video of a girl who a guy walked her over to a counter, on a kitchen counter, and there was like chocolates and there was flowers, and then I don't remember what it was. It was another gift. And then she goes over and she goes, "What's this?" And he goes, It's a gift. It's for you, because I was thinking about you." And she goes, "Really? This is all you got me?" And he's just like, "What do you mean? I mean, I got you." Oh, it was shoes. It was shoes. He was like, "What do you mean? I got you, flowers, candy. I got you a pair of shoes." She was like, "Yeah, but that's it? Like, you didn't get me anything else? Like, you didn't get me an outfit, a dress, a bag, some jewelry?" And then the guy was just like, "Yo, are you serious right now? Like, you're being mad ungrateful." And she was just like, "No, I mean, you're just being cheap." I was like, dude, that's the kind of people that you have out there in the world. So if you like that, then by all means, go find your girl, go do your thing. But there are people out there that are literally just trying to get as much as they can from you. So be conscious, be aware, and be smart. All right? Just be smart. There's better out there if that's not your cup of tea. If it is your cup of tea, spend your money, bro. Do it up. But
if you have the money and time for that, go ahead.
Right. If she worth it, she worth it. I hear you. But, there's always a humble thing. You have to be humble. And that isn't humble. I'm just saying. Right.
What are you going to do? You doing anything?
I am going on the day of. I'm not planning on anything right now, no. But for my daughter, her school is having a Valentine's Day dance. And his daughter is in the same school.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
This is my Valentine's Day date for the dance. Well, actually, my daughter will be, and his daughter will be his. But
yes.
We're going to be going to the dance.
We're going to go with our daughters to a dance.
To our dance. And I'm going to do the whole 9. I'm going to walk her to the car. I'm going to open the door for her. Obviously, I'm going to have to because I got to put her in her car seat. But, I'm going to have a flower. I'm going to make sure that I, show her how it should be.
How a real gentleman.
Exactly. How real gentlemans should be treating her on a day like that. And on a date in general. But And then obviously going to the dance, making sure that she has a good time, making sure that the memories are made, because that was the biggest thing for me is that it's a day that I work. So I'm going to be working in the morning. And then after I get out of work, I'm just going to have to, get home, eat, and then immediately go with her.
I've been always dreaming for that moment, going to my dance, with
your daughter?
my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's finally here.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's finally, I told my wife, I was like, wow, finally.
But what's crazy is that I know for a fact, and you guys, I'm telling you, he's going to be your witness. I'm going to cry like a bitch. All right. I'm going to be there with my hands in my daughter's hands, and we're going to be dancing on that dance floor, and I'm going to be crying like a little bitch.
We probably both be going to be crying like little bitches.
It's because it's just like, this is like a moment that as a guy growing up, like you're thinking to yourself one day, like especially if you're watching a movie, like I've seen movies with a dad and a daughter all the time, and then I'm just looking at it, I'm just like, one day that's going to be me and my daughter. And now Friday's going to be that day.
Dude, I went to a wedding Saturday, and when the groom is dancing with the dad,
mm-hmm.
Wait, that's the groom, right?
The wife.
The wife.
The bride.
The bride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. The bride's dancing with the dad. I'm like, damn, man. I'm in just going and going. I'm like, damn, one day that's going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be crying like a bitch.
And honestly, that's just, it's the expectation. And that's how you know that you did a good job, when your daughter is crying when she's doing that dance with you. Yeah. Like the quinceañera, when that happens.
Oh, yeah. Also, another thing, quinceañeras.
Bro, I remember when, so obviously, I'm one of the oldest brothers in my family. I'm one of 5 on my mom's side, one of 10 on my dad's side. So I'm the eldest brother on my mom's side. And my younger siblings were from my stepfather, not from my father. So he, unfortunately, was not the greatest to them as my siblings. So they didn't see him like a father figure. They saw me as a father figure.
Oh.
So when my younger sister had her quince, she said she wanted me to dance with her. And
did you say no?
No.
Oh,
I did it. But it's just, she picked the song. She said she was going to pick the song, right? She ended up making a letter and then just had somebody create a song. And then she was reading the letter on the song, saying how I was the best father that she could have had, even though I wasn't her father. And then, like, the whole letter, she was just talking about how much she looks up to me. And I was like, holy shit. Like,
you were crying like a bitch.
I was crying. And I was like so emotional, because obviously that's like the kind of feeling that I would be experiencing if I had my own daughter, but this is my younger sister. And I was just like if that hit me that hard, dude.
Can you imagine with your daughter?
God.
Jeez.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know how it's going to go. But I know that this is the first step. This first dance.
Yes.
Is going to be the first step.
Yes, it is.
And then we're going to, just...
Curtis is like, oh, you're going to dress up? You're going to take lots of pictures? Where? I'm like, yes, I will.
Mm-hmm. You know what we got to do? We got to take a disposable camera.
Yes,
we can take the one that we used to have back in the day and just the Kodaks. That way we have the actual photos that we can just develop. Those would be awesome.
But they're going to have a photo booth. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to have that one of those.
That's good. Photo booth's good too. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing on, well, it's not Valentine's Day, but that's a Valentine's Day dance for our daughters.
Yes.
Which is going to be an incredible experience that we're going to get to share, which is kind of crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, that's crazy to think that we
went to school together, and now our daughters are going to school, the same school. They're not in the same class. My daughter's a little older.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 years, maybe?
I think so. My daughter's
2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in different class, but they know each other. So.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to the same school. They're going to the same school. We're going to go to the same dance as parents this time.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how the world turns, dude. It's nuts.
I know.
But honestly, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. I know it's going to be great. And then the memories that are going to be made. I know that it's going to be one of those key memories for her. And just like for your daughter, it's going to be one of those key memories. It's like, I remember when my dad went with me to my first dance. It's like, you
I don't
damn
want-
right.
I don't want to see no damn boy around my daughter like that.
It's like, I better not see no boys come by here. I
Yeah.
just, who are you? Get away. But yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like that's something we'll definitely give you guys the update on the next podcast episode on how that went.
How many little boys we kick?
Or tripped, because we're not going to actually, physically assault them.
Whoops.
But we might put our foot out while they're running by. That's completely natural.
I'm gonna be like, whoa, that was part of my steps. 1, 2, 2.
Excuse me. But yeah, that's gonna be the conversation that we'll have on the next topic, or on the next episode, or not the next episode, because the next episode is gonna be the week before the
in 2
dance.
weeks.
So in 2 weeks, yeah, in two episodes from now. So keep an eye out for that update, guys. But one thing I want to just say before we wrap up here, we have posted a few of the episodes already. Obviously, guys, like, follow, hit that notification button so that you guys get alerted whenever those episodes get posted. Please share them out. All right? Share out the YouTube, share out the Spotify, share out that link as much as you can. All right? Let's get as many people to watch this as possible. It's a lot of fun to make this, and I want you guys to enjoy the episodes. And if you do enjoy the episodes, share them. Let other people join in so that they can talk about it with you. And then, of course, give us some comments. Let us know how you guys feel, what you guys are feeling, what you guys want to hear about, what you guys want to know about. Let us know. Throw it in the comments so that way we can bring those topics up to converse between us, and then give you guys some rundowns, give you guys some opinions. All right? Para nuestra audiencia hispana, mil disculpas. Estamos en el momento. Es difícil pensar en cambiar el lenguaje para mí. Y yo sé que a ustedes tal vez no todo el mundo entiende suficiente inglés para poder saber lo que hemos estado hablando. Pero para darle un sinopsis rápido. Sinopsis? Is that a Spanish word?
What?
Sinopsis?
No sé.
No, okay. Anyways.
Maybe yes, sino que tal vez muy profesional para mí.
Para darle un entendimiento de lo que hemos hablado. Hablamos del Super Bowl, claro, ustedes entienden. El
Supertazón.
El Supertazón, que era el partido que fue del fútbol americano que pasó este fin de semana pasado. Y también hablamos del Día de San Valentín, que va a suceder la semana que viene. O no, en 3 días. En 3 días.
Yes.
Sí,
I'm
en
like,
3
damn.
días. Y dije, la semana que viene. Oh, shit, no. 3 days. Y también en diferentes cosas de interés, que eran como a dónde van a tener el partido de la Copa Mundial.
Sí, la Copa del Mundo. Yeah.
La Copa del Mundo, que va a ser en MetLife Stadium, aunque nosotros creemos que deberían elegir otro lugar.
Yeah.
Pero, de todas formas, ya está hecho. Hecho lo que he hecho. Y también hablamos sobre cuánto es que uno gasta, cuánto es que una compañía gasta en un comercial.
Un comercial para la compañía de ellos.
Ajá, para el Supertazón. Que eran $8 millones. Solo para que sepan. Pero disculpen, 1000 disculpas por no hablarlo en español mientras estaba sucediendo, pero para que tengan una idea de algo lo que hemos estado hablando. Pero también, si no sabían, hay la opción de capciones abajo que pueden cambiarlo en español. Y ahí entonces todo lo que habíamos hablado pueden verlo en español ahí abajo. Así que en YouTube usan eso para que puedan entender lo que habíamos hablado.
¡Qué maldita tecnología! Gracias, señor.
Pero 1000 gracias a todo el mundo que nos ha estado apoyando.
Esa palabra, yo, oh my God. Necesitamos apoyo.
Ajá.
Y llega un pollo ahí. Ya llegué, señor.
Necesito pollo. Un pollo, ¿lo quiere frito? ¿Lo quiere guisado? ¿Cómo lo quiere? No, apoyo.
Apoyo.
Por eso.
Por eso le traje apoyo.
Pero gracias a todo el mundo por todo el apoyo. Para las personas que han estado comentando en el Instagram, para las personas que han seguido y han mandado mensajes, muchísimas gracias a todo el mundo. Esperemos que ustedes sigan apoyándonos y sigan disfrutando de todo lo que estamos mandando y subiendo a las redes sociales. Sí. Estoy aprendiendo, ¿ok? But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you hit the follow, the like, the subscribe. Go check out the Spotify. We are officially on Apple Podcasts as well, guys. I was saying Apple Music for like the first 4 episodes, and then I looked at it and I was just like, podcast isn't on Apple Music. It's on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. So it's a completely separate service. So don't listen to me when I said Apple Music before, guys. We're on Apple Podcasts. Okay? Cool.
Apple pie?
Apple pie?
Apple pie?
I still haven't eaten dinner. I could go for some apple
With a
pie.
little ice cream. On
No,
the side.
stop! No, pero también, wait.
Uy,
Tienes que calentar el apple pie.
Ah, sí,
primero.
claro.
Take that apple pie, take a slice, throw it in the microwave for like 20 seconds, then slap that vanilla bean ice cream.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Okay, anyways, guys.
Yummy. Hey, my tummy.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us as always. Make sure you guys join us on our next episode. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks we'll be posting another episode. So make sure you guys tune in. But Alvaro.
Muchas gracias por siempre escucharnos y vernos. Sí, porque nos están viendo, ¿verdad? Y no solo nos escuchan. Pero entra por acá, se ríe por acá. Es que sí soy pendejo yo.
Y los pedos por acá.
Por acá. No, pero muchas gracias y espero que den ahí la campanita, le enciendan la campanita para que sepan que ya un capítulo nuevo se subió. Les avisa. ¡Ting! Ya saben. Y darnos like a todos los posts que hacemos en Instagram. Y muchas gracias a todos aquellos que nos dan like cada video que subimos, cada pendejada que subimos.
Y sí que hay muchas.
Pero somos 2 locos que en verdad tratamos de darle un poquito de gracias a su vida. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank y'all, guys. Later.